Here we go now.
Good afternoon to my entire Jeunesse Australasia family as I welcome you to our follow-up 4-part series, Bringing Life to Your Business. We have just come off the back of the launch of L1FE CirQul8 and things are growing tremendously. It was such a successful launch, such an amazing product, and there is just so much excitement out there in the field. We've been inundated with feedback and the biggest thing I think people are excited about is, you know, a new addition to the product line and something to reinvigorate their business, not to mention the claims that they can make about this product. We are so excited to be able to start seeing those testimonials rolling, because we all know how important testimonials are in this business. Now, I have a very special guest joining me today for our very first episode of Bringing Life to Your Business, none other than Craig Schulze. Now, Craig is an expert in this field. He has been involved in many product launches, not just within Jeunesse, in other companies, but, you know, as I mentioned on our launch, our diamonds were heavily involved in the launch of this product. So, you know, Craig was there from the product concept through to the marketing, through to the naming of the product and through to bringing it to market. So firstly, Craig, I wanted to thank you so much for being involved in our product launch. It was a pleasure to be able to work with you on that. And thank you for being with us today.
Thanks, Rachel. Looking forward to sharing some insights.
Excellent. So Craig is actually going to take you through a little bit about prospecting and how to use L1FE CirQul8 when prospecting new people into your business. So take it away, Craig.
Thanks, Rachel. And yeah, I'm super excited about this product. You know, I always like to treat every new opportunity, whether it's marketing, whether it's a new product launch, it doesn't really matter what it is. You need a reason to be able to reconnect with people, and I think a new product such as our CirQul8 product, this new amazing unique product, is going to be a fantastic opportunity for you to go back and speak to everyone. And also from a timing perspective, with a couple of months left in the year, no better time to be actually, you know, encouraging people to give people ideas for their Christmas and again, try something new. And in regards to, as you would have heard the doctors talk about the product and the power of the product and the claims behind the product, you know, who wouldn't want to try something that's going to have a tremendous impact on their health? And statistically, as we all know, the importance of heart health and circulation. So we have a fantastic product to take to market. So what I'm going to do with you today is I'll probably describe it as a prospecting 101 and helping give you some ideas to be able to relaunch your business again in regards to, you know, just some basic concepts. So I don't want to treat this session as, you know, an advanced marketing and sales strategy session or anything like that. We're going to go back to the very basics to help you lay some foundations and put some frameworks in place so you can go out there and relaunch your business And you should be doing this literally every 3 to 6 months as well, I might add. So whenever there's a new video, a new product, a new announcement of some sort, whether it's a promotional trip or a Ruby to Diamond bonus or whatever it is, that's your opportunity to do this. So you go back to this same framework every single time. So I want to give you some basic concepts to start with. So your list is what a big corporation would refer to their database. And the valuation of businesses, you think about, say, Facebook, for example, or a different social media platform, it's all about the people that they have on their list and their database. So you'll often hear the words like, the currency of your contacts list. Your network will be your net worth. So it's important to have a list to go to. So and what I find, the people that build business with speed have a really good list, but B, they also have influence over lists. So just to rewind back into my story, when I launched my business originally, I was a personal trainer, and people come to me for health advice, for weight management advice, for advice on fitness and strength training. And I was someone of influence over an audience. So you think about that for a second. Who is a good person to approach about a fantastic new product is someone that's in the health industry. So that's just going to give you a quick tip there, because they have influence over audience. But most importantly, with your list, you need to be continually growing your list. So make it a conscious decision on a daily and a weekly basis to be adding 2 to 3 new contacts to your list, or building relationships with people on your list, which is communication to your list. So when you go onto social media, if you're putting up a post about this incredible product and your list can see that, that's building that relationship with your potential customers and potential customers or business partners. So there's 2 different types of people too. I just mentioned the word customer, people that have just an interest only in consuming. And there's also potential business partners. And the reason I segregate those like that is because your communication and your language to each of those 2 groups is quite different. So if you've got someone that's really interested in the product, but you're continually talking to them about the business opportunity, the chances are that you're going to lose a potential business partner and a potential customer because they're only interested in the product. So it's really important to determine and define the level of interest and what the interest is in the prospect that you're talking to. If you are talking to them about the business, you do need to tell the whole story. You need to educate on the product or share the tools to educate on the product. But also you want to excite them about the business opportunity. Invite them to a meeting, an online meeting, an offline meeting, a coffee shop meeting, a phone call with one of your business partners that you work with that might have a bigger and higher level of success in the business. So that would be referred to as a 3-way phone call or a conference phone call. Or I typically use Zoom now for all my meetings. So if I'm going to do a 3-way call, I'll often do it in this environment with a prospect, myself, and the person that's invited them are all together in this meeting environment. So it's really important to understand, are they just interested in being a consumer, and are they interested in the business? Because the way you talk to that person, the information that you give to them will be quite different. Now, if they choose to become a customer, I always let them know that I'll just follow up in the next 1 week, 2 weeks, just to see how you're going. And if you have a real connection with this product and like it, you might be then interested in learning a bit more about the business. But it's what you would refer to as customer service. Customer service and good customer service is letting your customer know that you're going to be giving customer service. So I will follow you up And this is the next step, and this is the next step. And did you know we have other products? So you want to provide customer service to give yourself more opportunities for A, more customers through referrals, and B, the option for that person to then go, hey, I really like this product. I want to find out more about the business opportunity. Now, when I'm bringing someone into the business, I always teach this concept here to segment their list, because again, the language and the communication that you have with each person on your list is quite different. Now, there's 5 key categories that I refer to. Number 1, I refer to the boiling hot market. Number 2 is your warm market. Number 3 is what I call lukewarm market. Number 4 is cold market. And number 5 is icy cold market. And this is a really important concept, because I remember I was talking about your influence will be a reflection of your relationship with each individual. So I'll give you an example of each of those categories. So the boiling hot market, consider this person who, you know, if you were sick in hospital, they're the type of person that's following up, that they might give you visits or send a card or something like that. They're the type of person that are in your inner circle that you would, you know, share any challenges that you may be having that you wouldn't normally share with the world. This person here, you have a significantly close relationship, and this group of people may always only be a very small group of people. All right, so that's like a real inner circle, deep and meaningful group, but it's a really important group as well when you're launching your business. And I'm going to come back to that. The second group is your warm market. Now, this one here is anybody that you've had a physical connection with is in this list. All right. So if you went to school with them, they were a sales rep that you saw once a month when they come into your workplace, and you know who they are and they know who you are. It could be someone through a church group. As long as you physically know them, you could pick up the phone and call them and they would know who you are. That there is what you would define as your warm market. Very, very, very important group, and we'll come back to that. The third group is what I refer to as your lukewarm market. Now, your lukewarm market is being separated off from your warm market, because lukewarm market is somebody that's connected with you on social media, but you may not necessarily have had that physical conversation with them. So they might like your the content that you put out. They might write comments. You might do the same on their social media, but you've never really had a conversation with them on the phone. You could have walked past them in the street before and not even know who they are. All right, so there's a lukewarm person. They're connected with you on social media. They've engaged and encountered with you, because that's a form of connection by liking and commenting, but you haven't picked up the phone and had a conversation. The fourth group is what I call your total sum of your social media contacts. So for example, I have maybe 5,000 on LinkedIn, 3,000 on Twitter, 5,000 on Instagram, 5,000 to 10,000 on Facebook, and a few thousand on YouTube. So my collective reach on social media is in my cold market. Now, let's say that totaled 20,000 people. I may only have 5,000 of those that engage with me on my content, and 15,000 people they've somehow ended up following me. All right, so they're called your cold market, and the icy cold market group is the 7.5 to 8 billion people on the planet, or where Jeunesse ships to their 150 different markets around the world. All right, so they're your icy cold. They're out there, you haven't met them, but they're in, I guess they've got 2 feet and a heartbeat, and they're someone that should have an interest in looking good, feeling good, or making money. Those 3 categories. So we'll go back to the boiling group again. Now, this is really important, how you communicate to each of these groups. So if I was launching my business, and let's say my mum supports me no matter what, my conversation is a little bit like this. Hey, Mum, I'm just about to launch a new product in the business. I'm looking for a few customers for a few testimonials. Would you be one of my customers? Yes or no? Yes. Can you give me my credit card? So I don't have to, my relationship's that strong, and my relationship with that person is that they would support me no matter what. I would support them no matter what. I don't have to go through a real hardcore sales process. I'll say it simply like that. Hey, Mum, I've just launched a new product in my business. It's great for heart health. As you know, all our products are amazing. Would you be interested in being one of my customers? Because I'm looking for some testimonials in the next 60 days. Yes or no? All right. So that's quite simple. Low education process, etc. Your warm market, your conversation with those people, again, you might have to provide a bit more education, but you have a relationship with them. So I might ring up, say, Rachel, I know that you're a corporate executive, and but I know you train hard, and you've tried some of our products in the past. You might be interested in this new product that's fantastic for heart health, fantastic for circulation. Not sure what nutritional supplements that you're taking at the moment, but if you're interested, I'd love to send you some more information. But my relationship with Rachel is, it's Craig, he's I know him. He's been promoting those products for X period of time. I did try the skincare once upon a time. It was fantastic. Yeah, I'd be interested to find out more information. But again, it's, I can pick up the phone and have that conversation with people. The third group of people, the lukewarm people, are people that, I'm putting pictures up and talking about it on my social media to generate some inquiries from that group of people. Cold market, and that they may see it, cold market, and the icy cold market won't see it. But the conversation with each individual is what's important. Now, the name of the game is what I call moving people through the pipeline. So what I try and do in my prospecting, just in real simple terms, is to help these people that I classify as lukewarm. So I have never had a conversation with them in the past, or a direct conversation, but they follow and support me. So for example, on LinkedIn, I might look up someone's profile, and I might say, hey, this person's in the wellness industry. I noticed that they like some of my posts. I've been liking their posts. I might direct message them and just start a conversation. Or I might, if they've got a phone number, I might pick up the phone and I might say, hey, Bob, I noticed that we've been friends on LinkedIn for a while. I've been loving what you've been putting up there. I've noticed you've liked a few of my posts. I would love to jump on a call sometime just to increase our relationship and just share with each other what we're doing. Maybe a 10-minute call sometime to just find out what each of us are doing and how we can help each other. So at that point in time, I'm not trying to sell anything to anyone. I'm trying to get that person that we have an online relationship into a conversation. Similarly, I'm trying to get the people that are friends on my collective 20,000 social medias to all of a sudden start engaging with me. That's where you go on to Share Jeunesse, download a few beautiful quotes and images and videos, and just once a day put up a quote or an image or a video, and you might say, hey, I've just started trying this amazing product CirQul8. It's fantastic. I feel great energy. I listened to a doctor talk about 20 amazing clinical studies on what it can do for your body. And you might reference that as well. And then the next day, it's a video about it. And the next day, and what you're trying to do is get people to ask questions. It's about that curiosity to ask questions. So ultimately, you want to get as many people move through into this warm market phase so you can have conversations with them. Again, I was using the example of consumer only. The easiest way to get sales is to talk about a health product that's great for your health. But when people are on your warm market, you know a little bit more about them. So you might know that they're entrepreneurial minded. You might know that they're somebody that's super passionate about health, or they might have a health business, or they might be always looking to make money some way. So if they're in my warm market, I pick up the phone, I say, hey, Rachel, I know that you've been doing amazing things in the business space at the moment. I know you just opened a new gym around the corner. Hope that's doing well. I've just launched another product in our product suite for youth enhancement. This one here is going to be fantastic because it's all about heart health and circulation, and that's one of the biggest silent killers on the planet. And the science behind this and the claims behind the studies and the medical doctors that have put their name to how powerful these ingredients are is phenomenal. I'd love to spend 15 minutes with you on the phone to walk you through that. Is that okay with you? All right. So again, if you know that they're in their warm market, you know a little bit more about them, you can have a bit more targeted and tailored conversation. But most importantly, that you need to continue the conversation. So every time I have a phone call with someone, I always let them know that, hey, we're always bringing new products to the market. Thanks for taking the time with me on the phone today. I'll give you a call in 90 days time, and just things might change. The world's moving at a fast pace. People are losing their jobs, looking for online businesses all the time because they're worried about their finances. Your circumstance might change. I'll give you a call in 90 days. Is that okay with you? And usually they'll say, yeah, no problem. It's like that. So it's important that you set the scene for the opportunity to recall somebody, because that's where people lose the most business is, as you would have heard many times, the fortune is in the follow-up. And people are terrible at following up. They get a no, and they take that no as a literal, I do not want to hear about your product ever again, okay? Because everybody's circumstances always change. I've probably built a bit of notoriety in building my Jeunesse business through master follow-up and being prepared to be told, no, I'm not interested in some circumstances over a period of 2 years, and 10 no's over that time. And then it was a yes, and then they went on to build a great business. All right. So it's important that if somebody says no, you want to make sure that you maintain a really good relationship. You let them know that thank you for the time. We're always launching something new. Your circumstances might change. My circumstances might change. I'd love to keep in touch and reach out in another 90 days. Is that okay with you? So I always say that so I get that yes as a commitment, because that makes it easier. Now, Bob said, yeah, he doesn't mind that I call him in 90 days' time. So I feel really at ease to follow that person up. Remember what I said. A follow-up can be this incredible product that we're just about to launch. Follow-up could be about an announcement of a new trip. Some people like travel. That might be the thing that sparks them. It might be the announcement of a new cash bonus, for example, like a shoot to sapphire or a ruby bonus or whatever we're launching. That gives you a reason and an opportunity to recall people. Also, just a tool that everybody needs to do is people fall into the trap of going, all my contacts are up here. So you need to somehow get a system of some sort in place. It could be in a folder with just pen and paper, and you just write every single name down of every single person that you know. Could be on an Excel spreadsheet. You might go into an email, there's free email sort of simple database models there. Using your own J-Mobile is a fantastic way to store all your contacts, because I use J-Mobile all the time to share information all the time. So if I have a conversation with someone, I'll instantly say, look, you know what, I'll send you this straight away, and I'll go in, I've got their number, I'll update their details. But the most important thing is you don't have it all stored just upstairs, because you'll just forget people and you won't have any process of how you're following people up. But I'd probably encourage you to have a real solid go of systematically using your J mobile, because all the content is going to be in there for you to use as well. It's simple to use. You can literally open the app, scroll to the bottom of the dashboard homepage, and it's got training videos, and there's like 10 2-minute training videos that that show you on screen, button by button pressing, on how to use the app to share stuff. So make sure that you use that. Also, make sure you're familiar with all the material available on the Share Jeunesse platform. Again, it's another tool I use all the time, is looking at latest videos, latest images, any documents that could be helpful for my prospects. So it's really important that you get to know that. But most importantly is you have some sort of system where you have every single person known to man on your list. You say, okay, that person's boiling hot market, that person's warm market, that person, I know who they are, but they don't really know me that well. And you continually update, you continually to grow that list, you continually mine that list. When I say mine, I mean continually to work through it on 60 to 90 day cycles, because prospecting is the grassroots of your business. You know, I always use the analogy when I'm training people about farming. Now, if you want to make a highly profitable farm and you've got one seed in the farm, in the ground, you've got one opportunity to grow a plant. Now, if you've got 10 seeds in the ground, or 100 seeds in the ground, or 1,000 seeds in the ground, you know, you can see a great crop being able to grow that you can harvest to make more money. So the important message there is to you continually put in seeds in the ground so you can grow your crop that you can harvest. It's really, really important. I'd highly encourage you to go into Google and type in memory jogger. And memory jogger is, you know, there's hundreds of them there. Download it and it might prompt you to go, hey, I do know a fireman or a teacher that I'm really good friends with. I forgot about that person. So memory jogger will help you lay the foundations of your list. 2 more points before we wrap up. 1 point is the referral strategy that you should be using all times. It helps with your sales. It's called the who do you know strategy. Whenever I've launched my business into a new country, I've gone into prospects. I've got someone on my warm market. It might be somebody who I met in an Uber. He was from India. I've got his contact details. And say, hey, Simon, I'm just about to go over to India. Who do you know that lives in India that lives in Delhi? Or who do you know that lives in India that is an entrepreneur? Who do you know that's in India who's a health professional? You know, you can just continually ask questions. And if that person is entrepreneurial minded, they might say, what do you want to sell to them? Why are you going to India for? Hey, I'm interested to make more money. All right. So it's a great way to sell your product without actually selling it. You might do that to a personal trainer. You might say, you know, hey, Peter, I hope business is going well. Now you've reopened and that. Just launched an incredible product that's phenomenal. Nothing like it on the market. That's amazing for heart health and circulation. Do you know anyone at the moment that is, you know, obviously wants to improve their health? Heart health is pretty important, and you know, they wouldn't be taking anything like it, that would be really interested in a product like this. And that personal trainer might say, yeah, me, I might be interested because I have 100 clients that are trying to improve their cardiovascular system in the gym because they want to get fitter and healthier. So I'm interested. Tell me more about it. So the who do you know strategy is a great soft selling approach, as well as giving you the opportunity to grow your list. All right. So it's a powerful, powerful strategy that you can use. Just in wrapping up, you know, you can call this a relaunch if you want, or, you know, every time there's a new announcement or a new tool or a new, you know, I might give people an update on Expo, or it gives me the opportunity to go back and remine your list. So I'd encourage you to take this opportunity when you've got something unique, something that works incredibly well on one of the biggest health problems that people have in the world, and that's heart health. It's first to market. So you're one of the first evangelizers of this phenomenal product. So that's where powerful opportunity is. And that's what will be of interest to many people, to be a pioneer, a first to market, somebody that can be, you know, maximize the benefits of timing. You know, these are the types of words that you can throw into your script or your spiel to your potential prospects. And right now, more than any other time in my 20 years in business, more people need what we have as a business opportunity than ever before. Why? Because we're in lockdowns. Why? Because people are losing their jobs. Why? Because people are going into financial turmoil. So they need low risk, low entry opportunities. They need to be able to do something online, but they might not have, you know, tens of thousands of dollars to invest in their own website and their own product to sell and their own marketing material. You know, this is a plug and play opportunity where you get a website day one, a product pack sent day one, a mobile app, a marketing digital asset center, you get education, you get all sorts of bells and whistles. The company does customer service. You leverage off the logistics from 40 different offices around the world. Everything is end to end. So people are out there looking for fantastic opportunities like this all the time. When you've got a new product that just gets added into the opportunity, it's a great way to go out there and promote something. And as I said, at the back end of every single time in history that has gone through a tough economic or tough slowdown in the economy period, people refer to, you know, recessions and depressions. Industries, the home business industries, have always boomed. So we've got an environment which people will be looking for this type of opportunity. We've got a unique product and a product that can have a profound impact on people's health. So really the only part of the equation is the individual and how much you want to make the most of your opportunities. So on that note, that's some basic 101 for prospecting. Rachel might call me back some other time to do some advanced strategies down in the future. So thanks, Rachel.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Craig. And I love your point there about prospecting is the grassroots of your business. I think once people have been in business for, you know, a couple of years or so, they start forgetting those basic, the 101s, the grassroots things that you should be doing on a daily basis. And the way you broke down your market there is just spot on. I hope that helps everyone out there. You know, just go through and hone in on their contact list and break them down. And I think one of the biggest pitfalls for a lot of people is they keep their contact lists up here, and it's dangerous keeping your contacts list up here in your head because so many people are forgotten. So as Craig mentioned, and we touch on this every time we talk about the power of the Janess tools, is JMobile. There's a specific spreadsheet in the Getting Started app there within JMobile that assists you in breaking out your contact list. Write it down, you know, put it in I'm a big fan of Excel spreadsheets for everything. Put it in an Excel spreadsheet. Make sure that you can reference it at any point in time and keep growing it. you know, you don't just do your contact list once and then move on. You literally have to spend the time to update, to grow the list. Some really powerful points there, Craig. And I love the way you close there with the opportunity. You know, we have an amazing opportunity for people out there. As we know, people at the moment have, you know, they've had a taste of that work-life balance with working at home, and now they're all having to start moving back into offices. They're not liking that. So they're looking for a work from home opportunity, and we have an amazing opportunity for them. And, you know, we've got a first to market cutting edge product that is going to do huge things for people's health. So, you know, to me, it's like a perfect storm at the moment. So do not miss out on this opportunity. Thank you so much for being with us, Craig. Always a pleasure. And we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. And thank you so much for listening. And stay tuned for next week's episode.